Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody, let's go.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there, enjoying your day, making it positive, making it everything you need it to be and more. Yeah, we got some breaking news. What the hell? What? We got some things to look into, y'all, and there's a lot to talk about. This is weird. I mean, this is surprising. Not weird, but surprising. And surprising in many weird ways. Let me just say that, okay? And I'll explain who Andrew Tate is here in a little bit. I know a lot of you guys might be going, who the hell? I've been looking at your comments and everything. Some of you guys are going, oh, good, but who dat? Yay, but who dat? You know what I mean? I'll explain in just a minute, I promise. But this is breaking news, and this is not a lie. Okay, this is full on real. It's real. Oh my God, it's real. So real that we have the perp walk, y'all. We got him crip walking. Yeah, this is real. So this is breaking news right now. Okay? And it all could revolve around a pizza box. Yes, I said it. I'll explain it in just a minute. Holy cow. What a day. Let me say something. You know, like this has been a crazy year, but what a way to end the year. Let me just say that. Okay? What a way to end the year. And I'm going to say this now. What does this mean in the trajectory and the future of the Andrew Tate brand? We're going to get into why he was arrested and all that, and then some, and so much more in just a minute, okay? But real quick, before we get into everything, let me lower this music just a little bit. If you're interested in winning $100, there's a huge $100 giveaway going on at the top of next week, all because of Swag It. It's a brand new social media app. There's just 3 simple things you need to go and do, okay? Go, click on the link that is in the description box down below. Also, what is about to be tagged at the top of the family chat, okay? It's pinned at the top. Whoops. Pinned at the top of the family chat right now as we speak. All you got to do is click on that link, download this brand new app called Swag It. All right, it's a brand new social media app. Follow me over there. You're going to get nothing but exclusive content by yours truly over there. You're not going to get it anywhere else, all right? So be sure to download, follow me, The Pascal Show, one word, and then go comment on some of my videos, all right? Like some of my videos, you are instantly entered in for a chance to win 100 smackers. Again, winner will be announced at the top of next month, which is very soon, y'all. Extremely soon. So be sure to do that, all right? Now, we have got to get into this, okay? Real talk. I saw this and I was like, holy cow. Because, you know, there's some other things that are going on with this, which we will be talking about. Is this a thank you to Greta Thunberg or not? I don't know. All I know is it all kind of came from his response to her, and I'll explain here in just a minute. But first, I mean, we got to check out this beautiful bean footage, okay? We have got to take a look at this beautiful bean footage. And some of y'all, I know some of y'all are hardcore supporters of Andrew Tate, but he's been allegedly a very bad boy, and he has been arrested. I'm going to show you guys the perp walk now, because I know a lot of y'all are looking to see that perp walk. So let's take a look at this video right quick, shall we? I'm jumping ahead. We're going to get to why he's doing this perp walk in just a minute. Let's go. Right. That is the perp walk, y'all. I'm going to play it again a couple times and repeat and all that stuff so you guys can see this without the sound and everything. But this is proof positive. This is true. This is a true story. I got another clip from a Romanian news station showing him getting arrested, coming out of his, I guess, is coming out of his brother's penthouse or something like that. It's pretty damn amazing information, and it's all because, well, I'm going to get into what it could have possibly been. He might have been caught slipping, all right, all because of responding to Greta Thunberg's posts and stuff. We're going to get into it just a second, okay? But this is wild, y'all. All right. But I'm going to show this to you guys so you guys can see it one more time, because this is breaking. I wasn't planning on doing anything covering this at all. But hey, we talk about everything on this channel. Everything from true crime, pop culture, controversy, you name it. We talk about it right here on the Pascal Show. So be sure to hit that like button down below. That would really, really mean a lot. You know your boy's working hard out here in these streets to give you the information and the content and the conversations that you need for the day. But again, I'll show it to you again. See, that is very much, that is him. I'll blow that up just so you guys can see it. Blat out. Look at him in all his glory. Okay? And his brother is in tow behind him. This is very much a true story. This ain't no fabricated BS, no crap like that. This is true. He has been arrested in Romania during a raid. And we're going to get into that in just a second. And don't worry, we're going to play that beautiful bean footage again in just a little bit, okay? But I do want to show you guys a few articles to show you proof positive that this is very true. Andrew Tate reportedly arrested, well, reportedly, allegedly, whatever you want to call it. You see him, he's walking out with a whole bunch of dudes wearing tactical gear and all that stuff, saying policia or whatever they say in Romanian, okay? Just gonna say it. Dude's been detained. Dude has been arrested. All right? So, and the reason why it took me a minute was because I was trying to download as much as I could, get as much of this information as I could. There also was a moment where I was trying to make sure this was actually real because, you know, it was on the twits. And I'm like, what? He got a what? He got arrested for what? How? Okay, so let's get into this. Andrew Tate reportedly arrested in Romania following police raid. This article is very, very short, but let me blow this up so you guys can see it a little bit better. All right. Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan. Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan's home was raided by Romanian authorities, specifically the Directorate for the investigation of organized crime and terrorism on the morning of the 29th of December. Okay, and this is apparently from the Romanian media. And the two have reportedly been taken into custody. We just saw that video. Don't worry, I will play it again, okay? For those of y'all who are late to the party. And please, by the way, given the fact that I'm giving you guys something fresh and new, please be sure to hit that like button down below. This is breaking right now. So hit that like button down below. Please share this in any way you can. All right. That would really mean a lot. Let's see the likes go past 500 likes. That would mean the world to me. All right. Wasn't planning on going on live right now, but hey, this is information. that I'm sure y'all want to know. And also, please do not forget to crush that subscribe button. I talk about everything from true crime, pop culture, controversy, you name it. I talk about it right here on this show. Oh, and celebrity interviews. Okay. So please go hit that subscribe button, become a part of the family. All right. Anyway, let's get into it. All right. So, a December 29th report, initially from Romania, a Romanian outlet, claimed that Andrew Tate's home in Pepera, hopefully I'm saying that right, had been raided by Romanian police in relation to the abduction of two girls. Now, Tate and his brother have both been taken into custody. Let me repeat that one more time. Romanian police have raided Andrew Tate's and Tristan Tate's home in relation to the abduction of two girls. Yeah. Now remember, he already has a very interesting past to begin with, okay? Of doing some other unthinkable things to women as well. So he already has a history of this, y'all. I just want to make that abundantly clear. He has a history of this. Now, this abduction of these two girls, I don't know how fresh that is, how recent that is, or anything of that sort. But he is basically being looked at for human rush houring, if you get what I'm saying. I got to use these code words. Okay? So now the Romanian police stepped in for this because of these allegations. Okay? Sorry, fixing my headphones. I need to get some new headphones. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, we got another article we're going to be looking at here again as well, because it's just starting to come out. People are starting to talk about this even more right now. So this is brand spanking new, fresh, hot and fresh out the kitchen. That's a bad one to use. That's a bad phrase to use right now, isn't it? Or maybe fitting, given the fact of what's going on here. Allegedly. Let me just repeat that one more again. Another one here, another article here says the same thing, but a little bit more detailed. Says, well, according to this article, because I know some of you guys who are, fans and followers of Tate. Okay. But according to this, anti-feminist social media personality Andrew Tate arrested in Romania on, I can't even say that phrase, but you know what you can read? Right? Hopefully you can. But it says HT charges, rush hour charges, for lack of a better term. So let's get into this. British American Tate, 36, has amassed a huge following of young men. And actually, let me say this really quick. For those of y'all who don't know, because I know some of you guys are asking in here, who he be? Who's this guy? Who's Andrew Tate? Well, this is going to be a very broad stroke, but hey, we're going to just prick up your ears. It's going to be quick. All right. So, British American Tate, Andrew Tate, 36, has amassed a huge following of young men via Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. He and brother Tristan were arrested in Bucharest, okay, and will be detained for 24 hours, according to a Romanian newspaper that I cannot even pronounce. Okay, it reported that the U.S. Embassy received a complaint that a woman with American citizenship was held at their home without consent. Let me just blow this up so you guys can see that a little bit better. Okay, a little bit bigger. Those nosebleed seats. Let me say that again. He and his brother were arrested in Bucharest, and will be detained for 24 hours. It's reported that the U.S. Embassy received a complaint that a woman with an American citizenship was being held at their home without consent. Now, This is one, they're saying one woman. Maybe there's two women, maybe one of them isn't American or doesn't have an American doesn't have American citizenship. Okay? But very interesting indeed. Let me get into this part too. Oh, whoops. Go back up to the top. Where did it go? Where did it go? Hold on, guys. Where did it go? Okay, here it is. We got more. Okay? Something from the Surfs, by the way. I love their channel, by the way, the Surfs. Great channel with some really great content. But breaking, Andrew Tate has been raided by Romanian anti-terrorism authorities. This is not related to the Greta Thunberg, going crazy on him online because he's kind of apparently, by the court of public opinion, he basically has gotten an L and kind of is being completely just roasted by Greta Thunberg, which is very interesting in my personal opinion. Okay. But again, here's some photos. Come on. Here's some photos showing a little bit more of what's been going on. And I'm thinking this is outside the precinct. So, of course, I already said this before, but they're looking into him and his brother in relation to an abduction of two women, two girls. This was later confirmed by paparazzi shots published by Spy News in Romania. The raid is said to be carried out by the Directorate for investigating organized crime and terrorism in Bucharest. And again, he and his brother's home was raided. Pretty wild stuff, y'all. Now, I got some other videos. Don't worry. I got some other videos. Okay? I got some other things for you guys to see, which we are going to take a look. This is a very short one, but this is from a Romanian news station, okay? Showing him getting arrested and being escorted out of his home. Okay, so this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I still can't believe this, but this is all exclusive. All real, all exclusive stuff right here. Okay? Wild. Take a look at this. I don't know if there's audio, but I don't speak Romanian. Okay? But you can take a listen to it for yourselves.
N-au recunoscut nimic în fața organelor de cercetare penală, deși e dosarul vechi, acum sunt probe noi, cum că acești indivizi milionari, practic tăi, se întâmpla acest lucru, n-au recunoscut nimic în fața organelor de cercetare penală, deși e dosarul vechi, acum sunt probe noi, cum că acești indivizi milionari, practic tăi, se întâmpla acest.
Yes. So it is showing proof positive that Andrew Tate has been detained. Now, let me say this. I have to play the other side of the fence really quick because I know that there's a lot of people out here that are going to feel some type of way about this. They are. Okay? They're going to feel some type of way about this. Some people are going to sit here and say, oh, no, because he's been out here saying things and he's known to be a misogynist and he's anti-feminist and all that stuff. They've been out to get him since day one, since the day he walked out and put his face on a camera and put his voice on a microphone, right? Now, he's been banned from social media platforms, etc., because of the things that he has said on his platforms. Some people feel some type of way about it, and some people feel like what he's saying is truth. So when we see something like this, I can see how a certain group of people are going to feel like this man has been attacked, that they just threw something on him to get him. You got to remember, though, too. He left and went to another country because of other allegations. He left, if I remember correctly, because obviously I don't have the article in front of me, but it is known that he had already fled another country before because of accusations of things that he has done in that particular country. So we have to keep that in mind as well. We have to keep that in mind. Now, I agree, Pink Society. Let me pull this up. Opinion is not truth. 110% agree with you. This is the reason why we're looking at this now, right? Pink Society, I agree. We're looking at this now and we're seeing the Romanian police found something. Somebody claimed something. This is not like they just woke up one day and said, oh, let's just go and, attack and harass Andrew Tate today. I really don't think so. Some sort of claim had to have been made. Maybe, and it sounds like it could have been made from an American citizen, a female American citizen that apparently was held against their will. Allegedly, according to that woman. You see what I'm saying? And as soon as you make that claim, it's a wrap, son. It's a wrap. Let's not forget two women. One of them happens to be, from what the reports are saying right now, one of them happens to be an American citizen. What about the second woman? And again, I understand. Some people are going to feel some type of way. Some people are going to feel that this is one big sham, that this is just them trying to go after this guy, make his life a living hell, so on and so forth. But there is a lot that has happened in his past in which is a reason why he doesn't go to these certain countries in the first place. So, a couple more things I wanted to show you guys as well. Because, of course, I do have photos of them actually arrested. Take a look. Blammo. Nice and clean. Those are both the brothers, Tristan and Andrew, arrested. This is some wild stuff. This is some wild stuff. And I wonder what you guys are feeling about this news. I know some of you guys are like, damn right. But how about everybody else? How about the people in the other corner of the world, in the other corner of the room? How do you feel about this information? Are you hype about this? Are you happy that this is actually going down or no? I'm shocked. Personally, I'm shocked. But, and don't worry, we're going to come back to this, and we're going to come back to the perp walk here in a little bit too. I'll be showing this footage again together so we can watch it again as a family, of course, okay? Because there are some other photos, like so. Just showing you proof positive. Andrew Tate has been detained. Andrew Tate has been detained for accusations of HT. Human, you know the rest. Allegedly holding two women against their will. Allegedly. And don't worry, we're going to get into it here in just a minute. And it all could be because of this. Because of a pizza box. I'm not kidding. It could be because of a doggone pizza box. So we got to take a little bit of a trip down memory lane for a second. Over the past couple days, actually. It's only been a few days. Maybe 48 hours at best. So we got to take a little bit of a trip down memory lane to explain why Romanian police were able to get him. And it's all because of, could possibly be because of a doggone pizza box. I'm not kidding. So let's get into it, shall we? Now, for those of y'all who maybe you don't know who Greta Thunberg is, she is, let's just say, an environmentalist, a climate activist, and all that. Okay. Well, she was on Twitter. She basically, well, let me get into this, and I think this article will explain it just a little bit. All right. So Greta Thunberg claps back at Andrew Tate on Twitter. Okay. She is 19 years old, y'all. All right. So climate activist Greta Thunberg had a fiery response to controversial influencer Adam Tate's attempt to boast about his carbon dioxide emitting cars. Tate, a self-described success coach, who has been criticized online for a brand that many people describe as misogynistic, tweeted an image of himself with a car Tuesday. He addressed Thunberg directly, tagging her and writing, "Please provide your email address so I can send a complete list of my car collection and their respective enormous emissions." Thunberg, who is known for her signature no nonsense, blunt style of speaking, quipped back Wednesday. She wrote, "Yes, please do enlighten me." She then shared a fake email address at which to reach her, which was smalldenergy@getalife.com. Okay, so this is this is actually the tweet. Okay. All right. This is the tweet that he started with, and I'll show you guys the response again. He says, "Hello, Greta Thunberg. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a, I don't know what this stuff says, W16 8.0 liter quad turbo. I'm sorry. I'm not a gearhead. Okay, so forgive me. I have 2 Ferraris. Okay, this is just the start. Please provide your email address so I can send you a complete list of my car collection and their respective enormous emissions." And this is the photo, which that is a fire looking Bugatti. I know what the cars look like, okay, but I don't know all the trimmings, okay? But that's a damn good looking car. All right? So her response was, "Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldenergy@getalife.com. Burn. Pretty damn funny, in my personal opinion. Pretty damn funny. Okay? So we're going to get into his response here in just a second. Okay? But just a little bit more information for those of y'all in the nosebleed seats that are still wondering, who the hell is Andrew Tate, man? Well, Tate recently topped Google's 2022 most searched list in the "Who is blank?" question category. He has been active in far-right circles for years, but he began gaining mainstream attention this year after clips from his appearances on multiple podcast episodes and Twitch streams went viral. He has attracted the attention in large part due to his extreme statements comparing women to property. This part is crazy because it is true that he does do this. Comparing women to property, graphically describing how he would A woman for accusing him of cheating and claiming that men would rather date 18 to 19-year-olds over women in their mid-20s because the younger woman would have had sex with fewer men. Yeah. And a statement provided to NBC News in August, Tate pushed back against the claim that he's misogynistic, saying he has created many videos praising women and that he encourages his audience to avoid toxic men. Now, some people will look at him and say he is a toxic man, especially after saying he would, attack women. He would attack women for accusing him of cheating. He also thinks that, men, it's more socially acceptable, or it should be acceptable for men to cheat on women. Women should not, so on and so forth. I'll just leave that out there for you guys to just put that in your pipe and smoke on that and let that marinate. Okay. He has some very, very interesting opinions. And some people say out here that he is saying things that a lot of guys would want to say, but don't say. And he says a lot of things, apparently, from what people say. He says a lot of things that women agree with, but don't have the guts to say it out loud, too. I'm just letting you know who Andrew Tate is. I'm not sitting here saying I agree with him, okay? Because the things that he does say, the extreme stuff, I'm not with it. I'm not, all right? But nonetheless, this is who Andrew Tate is. So, going back to this tweet, all right? Going back to this tweet, okay? He says, "Oh, check, let me give you a list of my ish. Check out all the fat cars I got, the spoils that I have. I got 33 fast, bloody cars. They all do all kinds of things, and they're ruining the environment. Just let me know when I can send all that stuff to you so you know exactly how much damage I'm contributing, how big my carbon footprint is on this planet." And of course, she responded back with the whole, "Yes, please enlighten me. I'd love to see that. Small D Energy at GetALife.com." So of course, after that that little back and forth on the twits, Andrew Tate felt compelled to come out with a video. Trust me, this all will come together. Just give me a second. Okay? So he comes out with a video. We got to take a look at it, shall we? Because he responds to this small D energy thing from a 19-year-old climate activist on the twits. But let's take a look at his video, shall we?
Release some greenhouse gases. I'm obviously a stranger to online controversy. It's not something I often do. But now, the mainstream press is commenting on the fact that I was informing Greta that my very extensive car collection with internal combustion engines, which run on dead dinosaurs, have an enormous emission profile. And she replied by telling me her own email address. Greta's email address is, "I have small dick energy." Why would that be your own email address, Greta? Strange. I mean, obviously, I don't want to assume her gender. It's 50-50, but it is what it is. I'm not actually mad at Greta. Please bring me pizza and make sure that these boxes are not recycled. Thank you. So I'm not actually mad at Greta, right? Because she doesn't realize she's been programmed. She doesn't realize she's a slave of the Matrix. She thinks she's doing good. Someone has sat her down and convinced her to try and convince you to beg your government to tax you into poverty to stop the sun from being hot. And then, because I called her out on it, the Global Matrix got this bot farm to like and retweet and all this bot commenting to try and pretend that her telling me that she has a small dick in her own email address somehow teaches me a lesson. Welcome to a new episode of The Clown Show. But now I know, at least, that Greta, with a little hate-filled face, bitter, sitting somewhere without the heating on, in the cold, a little hat, shivering, use my tweets, which is going to make my Twitter account far more fun into eternity.
Yes. So there's the video. It's amazing. it's amazing. The response is absolutely amazing. Okay. I gotta be honest. It's very lackluster, to be really honest. He didn't even need to make this video. Actually, even more right now. He didn't even need to make this video even more right now. Why? Because, oh my Lord, it's coming. Because of this. The pizza boxes. The darn pizza boxes. The darn pizza boxes. Okay. This video is amazing because it exposed where he was. He put this out on the internet. He put this out on the twits. You know, for a fact, everybody and their mama watches his stuff all the live long day. Okay? They went, found out that he was in Romania because of the pizza box. Do you understand? The pizza boxes. Look. Like I said, I'm not Romanian. I don't speak Romanian. I don't know the language or anything like that. But Jerry's Pizza, and I'm assuming it's written in that language. And then splat out. They're like, oh, he's in Romania. He's back in town. Good to know. Skadoosh. This bad boy got caught slipping. He didn't need to do this. Do you understand? He didn't need to do this, man. He didn't need to do this. He did not need to do a response video at all. He could have been hiding in plain sight, hopping all over the world, jet setting, doing what he's doing, pushing his brand, going on these YouTube videos and these podcasts and all that stuff. He could have continued to do that ish. But no, he got caught because of a gosh darn pizza box. Now I bet he wishes that it was recycled. Interesting, right? And hold on, because obviously this is what people are wondering and assuming that maybe this is from a pizza box. That's how he got caught. It is too funny, in my personal opinion. Too funny that he got caught. And the way he got caught is because of Jerry's Pizza. Let's take a look at this. This is just hilarious to me. Take a look. Because of Jerry's Pizza. Okay. Now I wonder what Romanian pizza tastes like. Is it good? You know what I mean? Does it hold its own? You know what I mean? Like New York pizza is like, forget about it, right? I wonder what Romanian pizza is like. You know, is it good? But Jerry's Pizza, is it good? Is it that good that he had to have it on the thing? Jerry's Pizza, y'all. Jerry's Pizza. But look, somebody said, oh my God, it's amazing. Romanian authorities needed proof that Andrew Tate was in the country, so they reportedly used his social media posts. His ridiculous video yesterday featured a pizza from a Romanian pizza chain, Jerry's Pizza, confirming he was in the country. This is absolutely epic. I absolutely agree. This is the stupidest thing you can ever do if you out on the lam. or if you're trying to kick rocks and be out there breathing in this freedom air, trying to avoid getting in trouble for something that you may have done to two women. Let's just keep it straight funksies. All right? Damn right. Damn right, Roberta. That New York pizza, man, I miss it all the time. I'm like, you know what I mean? Especially the greasy one with the grease coming off and stuff. Forget about it. That's the best part, y'all. Yeah, that makes me sound disgusting. I don't care. Okay, but I do wonder, is it really that fire? He got two of them. He pulls it up in the video. He got 2 boxes. Is it really that fire? Is Romanian pizza that fire? Like, for real, somebody out here, y'all are all watching from all corners of the world. Please let me know if it's fire. Okay? I don't want to throw any shame on Romanian pizza. Real talk. Okay? I ain't never had it. All right? But Jerry's Pizza is the thing that took this man down. I'm not kidding. I'll blow this up even more again. Okay? We're going to be looking at the perp walk again. All because of Jerry's Pizza. But again, I will read this part again. Romanian authorities needed proof that Andrew Tate was in the country, so they reportedly used his social media posts. His ridiculous video yesterday when he was trying to one up a 19-year-old girl on the twits. He went out of his way to bring out pizza boxes that showed that he was actually in Romania at the time. So, of course, once they found out what's going on, what did they do? They acted quickly. They struck while the iron was extremely, super scalding hot. They said, "Oh, I know that pizza." Knock, knock, knock. This is a raid in Romanian. Okay, I don't know what that means, but or how to say it in Romanian, but you know what I'm saying. This is a raid. And then they got arrested. I'm sure he's going to be spat back out into the world here very, very soon. They said that from one of the reports, it says that he's going to be detained for 24 hours. Okay, but he still has to be unless he skips town. Remember, he has a tendency of doing that already, y'all. He has a tendency of doing that already. But all because, allegedly, I have to say allegedly, but allegedly all because of a pizza box that he brought in as a prop to try to diss Greta Thunberg, a 19-year-old girl. This is a grown-ass man. And he exposed that ass. He got caught slipping, y'all. Because of Jerry's Pizza. Yeah. We're going to take a look at that perp walk one more again. Because I know you guys are here for it. To see that too. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm just as surprised as anybody else about this. This is very surprising. Extremely surprising. But I'm not going to play the audio. But you can see, proof positive, that this is Andrew Tate arrested. And let me say this too. Put this in repeat real quick. Let me say this too. This does not mean, I just saw somebody, and I know this is a joke, Camilla, but this may not be his last pizza. Like I said, he'll be detained. He'll probably get spat back out in 24 hours, depending on their court system and how they do law over here. I don't know how they do law, but from my understanding, he could get spat out in 24 hours, and then he gets an opportunity, if he wants to run. Leave the country again. Leave the country all over again. So it really depends on what's going on. Okay? What the law in Romania is actually going to do here. Okay? But this is his perp walk. It's interesting. It does make me wonder who's the woman that they were walking with across the street, if that's like maybe his maybe his one of his main squeeze or something like that, somebody's girlfriend or something like that, or a friend. Maybe it could be a lawyer. I don't know, right? But I am wondering about this. I still can't believe this. I really still can't believe that this is actually a true story. I'm sorry. I'm just shocked. I am absolutely shocked. I am absolutely shocked. All right. Let me get some of these super chats really quick. Victoria Catherine, thank you so much for the £2. He got a pep army at his door. He got a pep army at his door. I don't know what that means, unfortunately. If you're saying as far as like a support team, oh yeah, he most definitely does. If he claims to be, drowning in money. So, I mean, if he's drowning in money the way he is, I'm sure he's got a whole team. If I'm understanding what you're saying, he's got a whole team that's got his back without a shadow of a doubt. Hold on. I had another super chat in here. I think I had another a membership in here too I wanted to grab. Everything Left Turns. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Why would Tate need to hold a woman against her will? That's something I'm wondering too. And okay, let me say this too. This could, we have to play that side of the fence nowadays. This could be, those claims could be false. Those claims could be 110% false coming from the woman. It could be. You never know. You never know. So unfortunately, we've got to play that side of the fence too. This could literally be somebody just crying wolf. It really could. Sorry, I got some more. And again, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the comments and being here for the conversation. Something new, okay? Something breaking as well. So please, guys, do not forget, hit that like button down below. Send it past 600 likes. We're almost at 5. Let's get it to 600 likes, okay? Hit that like button down below. That would really, really mean a lot, okay? Night Owl, thank you so much. Night Owl 990, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for your support. I really, really do appreciate that. Seriously, I really, really, really do. All right. Welcome to the family. Sorry, I'm just making sure because I know that there was a bunch that was being said in the very beginning. So I just wanted to pull this up. Okay, it looks like I'm up to date so far. If I missed anything, just let me know, and I apologize in advance if I missed anything as far as any super chats. Okay, but I appreciate the support and all that too. But yes, this is all breaking news. I mean, the fact that there's allegations of one of them says there's an American citizen that was held against their will, and then another one says it was 2 women that were being held against their will. Again, one of them could be an American citizen. Another one could be Romanian. We don't know. But one could be and another may not. Then again, this all could be fake news. I'll just say it too. This all could be fake news as far as the allegations. These allegations could be fabricated just to take this guy down. I have to say that side of the fence too, because I know there's going to be people out here saying that as well. Oh, it's fake. And then there's going to be the hashtag free Tate and all that stuff I'm sure already happening right now. Okay? I'm sure that's already happening. Okay? Let's see. I got a super chat. Victoria, Pepperoni, Pepper Army at his door, pizza play on words. Pepperoni. Pepper Army. Thank you. Thank you. I now get it. Pepper Army. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Play on words. See, she's having fun. She's Shakespeare's kid. Okay, she's having fun with the play on words. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the £2. Thank you so very, very much. Okay. But again, this is some new information, y'all. And I wonder how y'all feeling about this. You happy about this? You not happy about this? You think this is true? You think it's fake? What are your thoughts? In fact, hold on. Why not? I'm going to open up the phone lines for just a minute. It's not open yet. Hold on. Un momento, por favor. All right. Un momento, por favor. Okay. But yeah, this could be real or this could be fake as hell. And we will find out soon enough. Okay. But real quick, before I open up the phone lines, I have a $100 giveaway going on at the top of this coming month. If you're interested in a chance to be considered to win this $100, go to the top of the family chat, or it is at the top of the description box down below. Click on that link, download Swagit. It's a brand new social media app. Trust me, it's fantastic. It's brand new. Follow me over there. The Pascal Show, one word. Go and like some of my videos, comment on a bunch of my videos. As soon as you do that, you are entered for a possibility of winning $100. Again, the winner will be announced at the top of this coming month. So go download, follow me, The Pascal Show, one word, comment, and get your chance to be entered in for this giveaway. Okay? Perfect timing. We all need a little extra cash, right? So enter and try to win that $100. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to open up the phone lines. Because why the heck not? Okay? Why the heck not? I know it's not open yet to people in outside of America. Not yet, at least. But it will be soon. Okay? But for anybody who's in America or on this side of the pond, unfortunately, if you're interested, please go and download the app, okay? But phone number is up. Let me make sure I got everything open. Whoops. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay. We got a phone call. Oh, I just lost you. Do that again. I'm sorry. I must have clicked on the wrong button. Real talk. That was a mistake. Sorry about that, guys. Try again, though. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Roberta from New York.
Hey,
can
Roberta.
You hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got some small dick energy in the chat too. You know.
Well, I mean, there are always going to be people out here that are supportive of the person I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Some people really like his opinions, and there's a lot of people that don't.
Yeah, but even if he's alleged to be a child or whatever person,
right?
You know, I would just be quiet. But apparently, Richard Rendon feels he's like one of his idols. I'm done.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for the call. Appreciate you.
My pleasure.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Hey, what? Oh, okay. Let's do another one. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
San Jose, California.
Okay. So, what's your name?
Is this live?
Yes, this is live. What's your name?
Brandon.
Brandon. Hey, thank you so much for calling in. What's on your mind? Speak on it.
Oh, I just heard about the anti-Tate thing, and I think it's total BS, and it makes me sick that people in power would go this far to frame him, and I feel like being nice about it is not helpful anymore, and I don't really know, but I'm really heated.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I just feel like if this gets any worse, if he dies from this, I honestly, I will find somewhere to get organized and make things right. Because I'm sick. I'm just sick of this. There's nothing he would do that. He doesn't need to do that.
See, now that,
You know what I mean?
okay. So what I'll say is this, though. There's a lot of people out here outside of Andrew Tate. Let me just say this, okay? There's a lot of people out here that are very, very successful, got a lot of money, fast cars, all the women that they can think of, just talking about men-wise, okay? And they are caught or accused of doing some very unthinkable, disgusting things as well. So I'm not going to sit here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
I totally get that, but I just, why would it be so obvious and so present in this climate? You know what I mean? It just does not add up at all.
Gotcha.
And it's just crazy. I can't believe that this is happening. I just, I don't even know what the guy's ever done that was wrong. I mean, everything he says is basically true for the most part. I mean, sure, he has a abrasive way of describing things, but the truth hurts, you know? That's all it is. And why would someone be punished for speaking the truth? You know, it's just,
well,
I don't know. I just don't feel this is a valid arrest. I feel like it's
I mean,
a similar situation as before.
I think that
girl, she, oh, go ahead.
No, I just think that there's a lot of people out here that feel how you feel, but there's a lot of people on the other side that don't feel how you feel, that are sitting here going, okay, maybe he has done these things. And I feel like we're going to have to step back and see what these accusations are, what these allegations are, see how legitimate they are too. That's why I'm, kind of sitting on the fence and talking about both sides. And I get the frustration. There's a lot of people that really do like him, and like yourself, that really look up to him and enjoy his content and believe what he says and what he stands for. There are a lot of other people that don't think that either. So I mean, it's I think a thing.
This happened earlier this year. Some girl was over there, and then her boyfriend, was jealous and she was cheating on him with someone in the house, his brother and whoever, and he called the cops, and like, they were totally innocent. This girl was, I don't know what YouTube is, but she was basically a whore, not faithful, not loyal to her boyfriend. And so it was a spite move. And I don't know if you know about that, but this has already kind of happened before
with him. And
I just, it was either him or his brother Tristan, but
okay.
Just, this has happened. This happened a little bit in April or something, where the cops raided his house for, hostage situation, but it turned out the girl was lying because her boyfriend, caught her cheating, basically, and she was trying to get out of it. Like, I don't want to be here. I'm being held against my will. And,
I see what you're saying.
I'm really frustrated. I've never even called the show before.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was kind of cool. And thanks for taking my call. And
hey, anytime.
I'm not trying to sound like a crazy bastard. I'm just like, I'm very sick of this woke agenda.
And I get
me sick.
Yeah, and I get you being sick of the woke agenda, but also you got to be respectful and understand that maybe by you saying, "Oh, if something happens to him, I'm going to go and make things right," that does throw out very big red flags to a lot of listeners.
Yeah,
that sound like something else.
I understand, but nothing is being done. And what's supposed to happen? They just let people get away with this stuff over and over again. It's crazy.
Interesting. I guess my question is, what is not being done? When you say things are not being done,
well,
what's not being
done? I feel
like
a lot of things that are obvious are not being spoken, and they're not being shared as normal ideas. Everything is, oh, that's offensive. Wait, why is it offensive? Why? It's just true. It's fine. That's the world. That's the reality we live in.
Mm-hmm.
And I will, like, this whole COVID thing, I would say, I feel like 50 million more people should have died to justify the lockdown, to justify all this stuff that they did. Nothing, it was less than 1% death rate. It just didn't make any sense.
I see.
And I felt that way very early on. It made no sense to me.
Gotcha.
It made no sense.
I will say this. I will say
I don't understand why.
I will say this. you're entitled to your opinion just like everybody else.
Yeah.
When it comes to those things, it's just people have opinions. Obviously, you definitely have your own. I just say, hey, maybe I get it. Maybe you're sick and tired of how things are, blah, blah, blah. But I guess, we all got to respect each other's opinions. Like, I'm listening to you and I hear you. I may not agree with everything that you're saying right now, but at the same time, I'm being respectful and I'm listening to what you're saying.
I appreciate that.
It's not going to turn into something.
I'll take a step back. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's just not going to turn into a red flag. Does that make sense? It's not going to turn into something bad. I'm hearing you out. And I think,
when
it comes to this, let's wait.
When
it comes to, it's all good. When it comes to this, let's sit back. Let's wait for the information, the more information that comes out and see what is truth and what is truth and what's not.
Yeah.
All right.
I totally agree with that. If he is guilty of this, then yes, he should be prosecuted. But in my gut, it just does not make any sense. I just feel like this is an excuse to keep him in a vulnerable state. And if he gets killed in jail or something, oh, sorry, it happens. Someone dies. You know what I'm saying? It's just very fishy, man.
Again,
and I feel like there's just people in whatever powerful people, blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm just a peasant, right? They just get away with all this shit, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
There's no way that there's no corruption in any government. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's just so much corruption, and I don't even know. I mean, so he's motivating a few young guys. Who cares? Like, well, I don't even understand why that's a big deal.
No, that's the thing. That part, him talking, that's on him. What he wants to talk about is another thing. When he's accusing or putting women or people in harm's way, being held against their will, that's the problem. You see what I'm saying? Hey, there's free speech. Get on a microphone, talk however you want to talk. If that's how you want to live your life, then that's on you. But when you get accusations of people being held against their will under your power, that is a problem. So I say, let's step back.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's find out what's going on, and we're going to go from there. You see what I'm saying?
There's another thought I had. So let's just say this accusation turns out to be like a hoax or, some kind of fabrication. So does the person who invented or who started, who accused this and made a false accusation, do they get punished or they just get away? Like,
that is a good question. I don't know how Romanian law.
Punished.
I don't know how Romanian law is, but I hope that if it is that case, then they get punished within the fullest extent of the law as well. But I do appreciate you calling in, my brother. I gotta let you go.
Yeah, I don't want to take. I've been on the phone a while. I appreciate it.
No problem.
It just makes no sense to me, and I honestly just found out about the guy about a month ago. I don't even know. I didn't, but I watch a lot of this stuff. He does say some things that are offensive, but it's like, whatever. Who cares if it's true?
True.
So
I agree with that.
I don't know. For the most part,
holding somebody against their will is a bad thing. That's breaking the law.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yeah,
regardless of his
I don't
opinions.
believe that though. I don't believe for a second.
So we'll see.
I agree that is bad, but I don't believe the accusation at all.
I get it. We're gonna wait.
I would bet my life. I would bet my life. I would bet my life on it.
I bet. Thank you so much for calling, my brother. I'm gonna let you go.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks for taking the call.
No problem, brother. Bye. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, so my name is Devontae from Denver.
Devontae from Denver?
Yep.
What's up, man? What's on your mind? Speak on it.
So with this whole Andrew Tate situation, I'm just like I said, I'm just gonna step back because last time it happened, apparently it was false. So I'm like, who knows? Like at this point, like I see so many people like spinning on his downfall. I can see where those people are coming from, and then I see people defending them. I'm like, I see where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, I think like everybody just needs to take a step back because there's so many people on both sides that are just too personally invested in it, and whether it be because you hurt your feelings with something he said, or maybe he said something that you agree with. At the end of the day, I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's like a byproduct of the internet. Like there's so many people who just put too much hate and like investment in like certain people like Andrew Tate. Like I was like, some of the things he said, I laugh at it because it's funny, it's over the top. Some of the things I kind of agree with, some of the things I disagree with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, he can go to jail. He cannot. My overall opinion is, I guess I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it does. It's not that it doesn't make sense to me. It's just that I don't see the point in investing that much into someone that is barely involved with my life. Like, I may see him like on a podcast or something, right? Overall, I'm not that invested in, like, there's too many people on both sides that are too invested in this. Because at the end of the day, I'm reading it. I'm like, I read the articles, like, they're not sure what he's charged for. I'm like, is this something new? Is this about the thing that happened with the girl? What's, like, he could be let go? Like this could all just be a big nothing burger, and everybody just like looks stupid at the end of the day. I'm like, I guess.
Right. I mean, I feel like this is a situation where we're just going to have to sit and see what the story is, because this could be this could be old allegations, or this could be something brand spanking new. We don't know. I do remember from, like, a few months ago when I talked about this, he left another country because of the accusations that he had. These allegations that he had due to women, violence towards women and stuff like that. So I don't know if this has to do with that or if this is brand new stuff. Either way, we sit back, we find out what the truth is, or we find out what it is, and we find the truth within there, right? And I know there's going to be people out here that are still like the previous caller, just mind blown and sitting here saying, "Oh, I don't believe it. This is all false," and all that stuff. There's always going to be that. There's always going to be a little bit of pushback and a little bit of people not believing these allegations. I say, let's find out what's going on. This is just the breaking news part of it all, right? This is just the start of it, and it all could be because of him with a box of Jerry's pizza. Real talk, So
yeah, I thought I was like, wow,
crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is if it also makes you wonder if he knew that they were looking for him in Romania or not, because he could have been, like I said, we don't know if this is old news or if this is a new allegation, right? And if this is new allegations, that he had no clue, or he knew and he was caught slipping by showing the Jerry's pizza box. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting.
Because like at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't know, because I've heard like a few different things, and like it may be the sex trafficking aspect, or it may be that possibly like the funding of like mafia operations and stuff, because it was the anti-mafia and terrorism task force that took him down. So
right, there
may be something with that. And like, if he's guilty on like the laundering of money or whatever, that's totally different than him being a like sex trafficker. But either way, it is what it is. So I don't know. I'm just gonna wait to see.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see, man. But Devontae, I appreciate you calling in, putting in your 2 cents. I really do appreciate it, my brother.
I actually got one more.
Go ahead.
One more thing. I was like, something I was just thinking about is that in April, since they took in all the computers and all the security footage and all that, right? Wouldn't they have enough in to convict him then if they took all his computers and stuff?
Very good question. I don't know. You never know. They could have found a whole bunch of stuff later, or maybe they weren't done doing the deep dive. You see what I'm saying? Into his personal belongings or into his computers and stuff. That could be it too. The possibilities here are endless. So I don't know. We're gonna have to find out here. But I appreciate you calling, man. All right.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for having me, man.
Anytime,
you have a good
brother.
one.
You too, brother. Bye.
If they took all his computers and stuff.
Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Detroit.
Hello?
K-Rock.
K-Rock?
Hello? Yeah, from Detroit, man.
K-Rock from Detroit. What's on your mind, man? Speak on it.
Am I live?
Yes, you're live.
Yeah, man. This Tate thing's got to be BS, man.
Okay. Why do you think it's BS?
Well, to be honest with you, like, if the most Google man in America and the world for 2022, who's been canceled, who's been on the razor's edge of speculation and scrutiny by everybody in the world who's trying to take him down, is spontaneously arrested for some charges like this when he goes back to his home country. Like, remember, he lives there in Romania. He knows all these dudes. He knows the police. He's already been there.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't add up. Like, we're grown men. We know how this stuff moves, and this doesn't make sense. Like, is there a chance? Maybe there's a chance of anything.
Right.
But come on, like, you know, we're watching Elon take heat. Kanye just spun out. Any masculine man who's trying to step up and say anything against the woke agenda is just getting taken down, man. Like, they're coming for everyone.
Interesting. You know, it's interesting that you throw Kanye in there for the woke agenda, or, you know, to speak against, I guess, the woke agenda, which I mean, I don't entirely agree with that, but that's a whole other conversation in itself.
Well,
I do get that Andrew Tate is saying things that are against the grain, against the pop culture grain. I get that. He is saying things that a lot of people out here do believe in. He is saying the unpopular opinion, all right? And a lot of people appreciate that. And there's a lot of people that don't. He has been kicked off of many social media platforms. He has to go on to other people's podcasts and platforms just so he can stay out there in the, you know, in the zeitgeist, right? So they have been after him quite a bit. So I do get, right? I do get why any person, like maybe yourself, who's a supporter, other guys who have called in so far, I can see why instantly you got everyone is going to sit there and go, nah, this is straight cap. This is a lie. This is false allegations, so on and so forth. I get that, right? It is shocking. Even myself, I'm shocked. And I'm not a fan, okay? Not a fan. But I'm still shocked. And I'm going, okay, how much of this is true or not? But go ahead.
Right. And we gotta wait. But let's throw another one in there. Like, you know, the Ye thing, that's a whole other level. I agree.
Right.
You know, he's an artist, maybe autistic. That's a whole other thing. But how about Kevin Samuels, man? Come on now. Like,
I was just about to say Kevin Samuels. Come on,
bro. Like,
there are things.
He was taking bullets, man. He was taking bullets before Tate even came up.
True.
Tate was on the come up. I was part of Hustlers University just watching, because I do this for internet marketing for a living, but I wasn't part of their gang, like, you know, doing the affiliate marketing, but I was watching what he was doing. And he did something nobody ever did before. He leveraged affiliate marketing to become the most Googled man in the world. Like, he actually manifested that. And Kevin was like basically the dude, right before that happened. And he mysteriously passed. Rest in peace, Godfather. Right. I was just watching his videos this weekend, man, and like, what a wise soul that was only here for, you know, a little time in the spotlight, that we really learned a lot from it. But I'm just saying, it like, you just see it, like, any masculine figures that are telling the truth that 10, 15 years ago, you know, was common talk. This was not controversial stuff. Like, men like women with a low body count. Men like feminine women. Men want to be the leaders of the household. Like, all this stuff was just normal. Even women knew that. Nobody ever talked against it. And all of a sudden now there's just been this upheaval and society is changing. And now, like, you can't even say the normal stuff anymore. Like, you know, I'm not a fanboy of his, but I respect that he's holding his ground. And name one other man who's taken bullets like Tate has been taking in the last month. Name one man who could stand up to that pressure. That will crush a soul, what he just went through. And it's only because he has his brother, in my opinion, that was, you know, ride or die, and his crew that would never leave him, that he was able to even survive as long as he did. And I'm praying, man, that he doesn't come out the other side of this in an Epstein situation. I'm serious. This is dangerous. This is not a game. Like, Elon had threats against his life. He bought Twitter and he had threats against his life. They do not play. There's real power brokers.
But Elon will always have that kind of thing going on because he's Elon, right? I think he was already having those things when he bought into Tesla and did all that stuff as well. I feel like the level of power, the level of celebrity, the level of Google-ness, okay, accessibility that you have, the more you're going to have haters. That's just how it is. Now, I want to say something, though, too. When you talked about Kevin Samuels and you talk about Andrew Tate, they both have completely different approaches when it comes to their ideals and how they think about how men and women should be. Let's be real. Like, I hate to say it, but
I don't know about that, man.
It's like this.
Agreed.
It's like this. Kevin Samuels, to me, was a lot more smoother. All right. He was more of a like a samurai sword. And we got Andrew Tate, who's more of a sledgehammer. And I think that he's blunt. He's blunt.
I agree with you. KS was polished. He's the Godfather, man. He's in his 50s. He was more, benevolent. Like, think of him as like the benevolent king archetype. He had reached that status, and he was smoother, and he was much more diplomatic. Andrew Tate is more like the warrior prince. Like, he's trying to prove himself. He's chopping people down left and right. And, like, I get it, right? Like, that's in your face. And I honestly will say, I think he went over with this Greta thing. Like, that was, like, why are you picking on a 19-year-old girl with autism? Like, I think he just got bored or something. Like, he reached a level. They tried to cancel him. It was like, he just made a misstep, right? That was a misstep. But, like, otherwise, the message is there that he is one of when he gets in a flow, he can't be beat. Him on your mother's house podcast, him on some Fresh Fifth, him recently on Just Pearly Things, bro. Like, he can't be beat when he's hitting, the red pill, just truisms. And honestly, I think he's actually trying to hold back a bit and be more like polished, right, and be more diplomatic. But at the same time, like, they're just coming at him from every angle. So what's he gonna do? He's a kickboxing champion. He's a badass. This is who he is. He's gonna fight.
Okay.
So
then
you gotta see what's gonna happen.
No. So I hear you on that. All right. I hear you 110%. But if you're going to sit here and you are going to be the person that goes out and speaks on behalf of the red pill community or just on behalf of men or how men and women should be together, all that stuff, you know that eventually as you become more of a bigger name, you become Googleable, so on and so forth, you got to be a little bit more polished with those things. You got to find a better way of communicating, so on and so forth. So you're not misleading. So you're not misleading. So you're not being misunderstood. So you're not getting what you're saying chopped up and screwed and made it sound to be a misogynist, or you're saying that you're going to put violence towards women. That's never good. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's what I mean by like why there's such a polarizing effect, such a polarizing reaction to this man, because he hasn't learned how to say what he needs to say in a better way. That's all.
And I agree with you. And let's just remember, let's give him some grace. The man's 35 years old. He's a young man. This is, he's in the prime of his fighting years. He hasn't gotten the gray hair yet. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't felt the aches and pains. He isn't on the other side of the hump where he starts to realize, oh, maybe, being a little more chill and a little more benevolent is the way to go, and say less, not more. And, it's like how that power goes to man's head, too. How do we know what that's like, being the most Google man in the world, like the biggest target on your back? You're walking around with a 6-man kill team, and, this shit's real. And so anyway, I just try to give him some grace to let him age, and I hope he does. Yeah. But I just want to say one thing to the women out there that really, I think they're misunderstanding the situation. Men who feel like red pill information is standard and is normal, we're not all incels. I've been married. I've had plenty of girlfriends, had plenty of sex. That's not it. What we're saying is y'all are trying to flip the table and throw everything on the floor that ever was. And that's not going to work. You got to understand, we're half the population, and we trying to be more accommodating. We're trying to be more sensitive and hear your positions, and we're trying to be more accepting and inclusive, and look at the progress we've made. And but you can't flip the table
and just say, no more. We're the bosses. Now we're equal. Now we're going to tell you what to do. And Pascal, for real, on one little side note, I'll let you go. Tell me, have you not noticed, and this is not a conspiracy thing, but just in the shows you've seen on Netflix and in movies in the last 2 years, tell me one that there's one male archetype that's respectable. Every movie has the protagonist male is some kind of buffoon, some kind of incompetent, some kind of overly emotional mistake guy, and the girl wins the day. The girl's got to tell him what to do. The girl is in charge. You see women choking out grown men. That like never happens. Like this is really indoctrination that's happening from Hollywood all the way down through the media. And I would recommend anyone to just check that out.
Okay, so one thing I will say is that I do see certain aspects of that in Hollywood for sure. I do. I see those things for sure. But then at the same time, I see the opposite. I see other shows and other TV shows or movies that we grew up with as well that show a different side of things as well.
Which one?
Shoot, like a lot of them were sitcoms.
Recent, man.
Recent. I'm not talking about recent. I'm saying in the past.
That's what I'm talking about.
Recently, hold on. Let me say, hey, my brother, hold on. Let me speak. All right. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I hear your point. What I'm trying to say is, in the past, it has been that. This is there's a bit of a change now, right? The world is changing. You say that we're us men should understand and hear and all that kind of stuff. Yes, we should. All right. And yes, I do think that there needs to be a place for us men. I think that there is a need for us to be able to be men. Okay. I agree with that stuff. There's no disagreement on that at all. I just think it's different on how it's being addressed. That's it. And I think that's the reason why he's getting a lot of, and I think that's the reason why he's been getting a lot of flack. Then on top of it, let's not forget the things that he has said that have been very extreme towards women. And people look at that and go,
I'm just
that's
saying,
not
listen,
good.
we can definitely, there's definitely space for everyone, right?
Yes.
There's definitely space for unique people, non-binary, this whole thing. It's fine. Like live and let live. That's the masculine imperative, is to protect and provide, right? And lead. But like, we can't try to flip it 100%. Like that's what I feel like they're just going a little bit crazy with it. Like unrealistic, delusional programming that is not good for young girls. I don't know if you've noticed a lot of the fight clips on Twitter and stuff lately of people in the streets, girls getting in the middle of fights with dudes and getting hurt bad because they think they can swing with a dude. And I'm sorry, there are some physical laws of reality that should not be, taught to women that are the opposite. And that's all I'm saying. We got to keep the train on the track. Everybody gets inside, but like there's certain things that are just the way it is. And I know you want to be equal, or you want equality or equity, or girls can be, the badasses. But like it's not. There's just some things that just are the way they are. And take your argument up with the creator. It's not our fault that men are bigger, stronger, faster, more aggressive. Like we all have something to bring to this beautiful life, and just allow us to do our thing while we allow you to do yours, and let's all get back to the table. Like
I hear you.
I feel like we're getting to a point where there's a war going on, and it's silliness because I feel like there's some powers that are playing us against each other for what? For profit, because it makes money to spit this agenda, right? And the last thing I'll say before I go is just one thing. If you ever notice throughout history, whenever specifically a black man celebrity gets to a certain level of fame, somehow, ironically, he goes crazy or something goes off. Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, like down the list, right? Now Kanye, man. I don't think it's coincidence. I do believe that there is something insidious, and you see a lot of clips with rappers talking about this now. That once you get put on, they try to get you to walk through these doors, and you got to make a choice, right? Who are you going to go with, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just saying, like, We all got to keep it real and be loving to each other, but don't be delusional that there aren't powers that are bigger than all of us that are pulling strings. And
Right.
we got to watch out for the same time now.
So back to the original question, you just don't believe that this is real, these accusations, right?
This is exactly this. If it's
Okay.
not a new case, it's the same exact case as the spring. And the other caller was right about that.
Yeah.
The girl was just trying to hide it from her boyfriend, and it got out of control. He was let out.
Gotcha.
And let's just remember, just getting walked to the station under an investigation is just normal police tactics to see what happened. That's just questioning, right? He didn't get formally accused. He's not, put in jail for it. He just got walked to the station in his home country where he's got it dialed in, right? He knows everybody with, mafia and all that stuff, and he's got paper. So I'm just saying, let's all take a break. I know the other side is just frothing at the mouth over this and just loves every second of this because, like, he got his. But I really would bet all the money.
But you never
he's
know.
Walking out tomorrow.
But
man.
you never know. He may have gotten his. But thank you so much for calling, my brother. I gotta let you go. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Peace.
Have a good night.
You too, brother. Peace. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Tyler.
Hey, Tyler, what's up, man? What's on your mind? Speak on it.
Let me just say, I cannot tell you how happy this makes me.
Oh, wow. Something completely different. Okay.
Yes.
Tell me how it makes you
feel.
Go ahead.
I know you've been getting a lot of pro-Tate callers, or at least from what it sounds like. I mean, I've been kind of listening in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, a bunch. And hey, there's everyone got a place of opinion here on the show,
right,
and all that. But I'm
not here to.
I'm gonna have to say that
I'm not here to.
I'm just gonna have to say that I need to kind of shorten these conversations up. So I'm saying this to everybody right now. Call in, give me your 2 cents, and then we gotta kick rocks, okay? But
all right, yeah,
for you, Tyler, I'll give you my time.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, I wasn't gonna be long, so.
Oh, I know. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. And I'm not here to like make fun of anybody or like rub it in, but I just think that with all the horrible things that he's said and with all of the things that he's done, obviously, that I actually was honestly surprised to see him get his comeuppance. I mean, I'm glad to see it. I'm happily surprised. I think, honestly, just the amount of, I think we talked about this before when we did an episode on Tate that one time, but like the influence he's had on young people, young boys in particular, like that. A lot of them that feel lonely and they want somebody to talk to, but they keep falling down this rabbit hole of, oh, these girls don't want to talk to me, so that means they're all terrible and they're all heathens or whatever. Like, people like Tate feed on that, and they allow toxic behavior to fester, and that allows for someone like Tate to have an influence on young people. Mm-hmm. And as a young person myself, as a college-going student, I go to a very progressive college, obviously. And college, I think, is in a way very progressive in general. But like, I just want to be with people who understand, like, just the human condition, and that when we all feel alone, or where we all feel like we don't have anyone to talk to, there's somebody there to actually help guide us, and someone to actually help be like a guiding light, and not somebody like Tate there to just tear people down and say like this is how you should treat people.
Yeah, again, like I've been trying to say this whole entire time, I think it's just I get what his message is. I get what he's, wanting to put out here. I just think personally, the way he says it, it's the way he says it. It's not what
Right.
he's saying. It's not what he's saying. It's how he's saying it. And again, the last caller brought up Kevin Samuels, perfect example. Someone else that I really did enjoy listening to his videos and listening to what he had to say about how the world is and how the world works and how men should be and how men should be in society and all that stuff. He just said it in a different way. He did it in a smoother way. I'm not sitting here saying that Tate needs to be Kevin Samuels, but at the same time, I just feel like it's just an approach. It's just a difference of approach.
Well,
that's all.
Well, can I before I go, let me just say, I think people are going to come away with what I'm saying and think that I'm not. Maybe some might think, oh, you're not being sympathetic enough to men or whatever. But I think it's the opposite. I sympathize with men. I've been that lonely person. I've been that guy that feels like, oh, nobody's talking to me. Nobody's listening to what to my feelings or my concerns. And I wanted to have that guiding voice.
Right.
And I mean, obviously, I have good parents too, so that helps.
Right. Oh, absolutely. But I do think that outside of your parents, there's certain things that you may not be comfortable, confiding in them with and talking to them about and all that. So it does make sense to maybe want to reach out and find an influencer or find a speaker or something like that you can kind of rely on that will give you motivation to do things and say, keep going, don't give up, or maybe try at this angle instead of that angle, so on and so forth. I mean, I feel like that's why we all run to our social medias to watch our favorite creators, watch our favorite commentators, watch our favorite shows, because of that. But yeah,
exactly.
like I said, I mean, there's a place for everybody for the most part. It just
for sure
depends on who's going to be consuming that information, right? But Tyler, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much. All right, I'll be talking to you soon. All right.
Yeah, you too.
Talk to you soon.
See ya.
Peace.
Yep.
Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Catherine, and I'm calling from BC, Canada.
Catherine, BC, Canada. What's on your mind? Speak on it.
Well, Andrew Tate is on everybody's mind today, I think. Well,
yes.
Most people's.
For now.
I love Greta Thunberg. I think she's amazing. But Andrew Tate, I have been watching lately. For your information, I'm a white middle-aged woman. So I've been watching Andrew Tate lately. I've been really liking some of the things he was saying. He's really getting down to the real nitty-gritty of it.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't afraid to say what a lot of people are thinking.
Gotcha.
And the thing is, now that this has come out, I don't know if it's true because it's alleged. But if it's true, that's disgusting.
Absolutely.
But now the question is, so who do we trust?
When you say who do we trust, what do you mean? Pertaining to what?
Like Pascal, you're out there. I watch you. You seem like a kind person. You got your heart on your sleeve a lot, and you're a great host, and you really help with the suicide awareness. And I watch a lot of other creators. But who's telling us the truth now? If Andrew Tate is capable of that, after everything he said, who's really speaking the truth?
Interesting.
Who do we really believe? You can all say things out there, but how do we tell which person is telling us the real truth now? Because we were confused before because mass media, we thought, with the media the way it was, that's bad enough. But at least we have original, real people out here like us on YouTube talking, commentating, right?
Right.
Now what?
I mean, hey, maybe it's just going back to the drawing board and finding, and maybe the person who's next in line. Not saying he's sitting here saying that Andrew Tate is canceled. He's catching some allegations right now. He could walk out scot free. He could walk out scot free tomorrow. But if it is a situation where it is like, where do we go from here? Then I would say to the people who are watching that feel that they could be the next Andrew Tate or the next Kevin Samuels or Jordan Peterson, there's so many right now. Then they should learn from the mistakes of their icons or their leaders and approach it in a different way. That's it. I really do think that, hey, if everyone just learned to say certain things in a certain way, I think it'd be different. I think that yes, I think like with like Andrew Tate, I think his approach, maybe that's his way of thinking that that's how men are supposed to be. Just that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, that's his own opinion. But we have other people out here that approach and talk about the same topics and say the same things, but they say it differently. So I would say for that next person, for the next whoever that's going to be out here talking on behalf of the men or something, or the red pill community, then I think that there needs to be a newer and more different approach. Because they're going to basically say the same damn thing. Kevin Samuels and Andrew Tate are saying the same things. They're just saying it differently. That's it. Yeah. And Kevin Samuels would still be talking to this day if he didn't pass. Just so you know.
Yeah.
So, as you were saying.
Well, maybe it's going to be you, Pascal. You never know. I'll be watching.
Oh my God! I don't know if y'all ready for my truth. Okay.
There you
but
go.
I'm just playing. I'm playing. But yeah.
No, we'll be watching you.
Oh, of course. But that is a good question. If this is it for Andrew, which I doubt it is. I really doubt it is. He's got too many followers. He's got too many people that just eat him up. His ish doesn't stink. Okay. But if it is over, it'll be interesting.
A real quick question.
Shoot.
If Andrew Tate, if he did this, I don't understand. Like, he seemed to be getting a lot of traction. A lot of people were listening to him.
True.
Do you think that he was, because he was getting so much power? Do you think he was hit because of it? Do you think maybe it was set up? Do you think it? I'm going down a rabbit hole.
I don't think I don't know if it's a setup or not, but I do think that because of the amount of stuff he has said and all that, that puts him out there. That exposes him even more. Let's keep it real. That puts him out there. But that's the same thing with any celebrity, with any person that rises to fame, that rises to power. That suddenly accusations do come out. Rumors, BS comes out like crazy. But this one, though, when they say HT, because I can't say the full phrase, and women being held against their will, that is some serious stuff. And then you look back at the things that he has said in the past that were, unthinkable for someone to say live on a microphone. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's bad.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's bad. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, we're just gonna have to wait and see what's going on here, because we don't know if these allegations are 110% ironclad and real deal Holyfield type stuff, or if this is all just a bunch of fluff, a bunch of BS. So
I guess we'll wait and see and watch. And I wanted to say thank you for what you put out with what happened with Twitch, because that really hit hard. Yeah. So thank you very much for that.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Because I've lost people during the season, as I'm sure millions have. So your positivity really made a difference. So thank you, Pascal, and we're watching you, and you're positive, and I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too, sweetheart. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. And that is the Speak on It segment for today. that is the Speak On It segment. We're done. That's enough for me today. But I do appreciate ending on that, the segment being ended on a higher level. Okay. It is over, guys. So don't call no mo. All right. It's a wrap. No more calling. Okay. Let me just make sure I get this. Ooh. Let me kill that. Okay. So no more phone calls. It's a wrap. It's done. So I got some super chats I want to get to. And yes, I get it. There's a lot of people that feel some type of way about all this. You see what I'm saying? That are going to defend Tate till their last dying breath. It is going to be the hill that they are going to die on. But these are some seriously serious allegations that Andrew Tate, no matter what, no matter where you stand, either side of the fence that you stand on, the truth is Andrew Tate could very well be looking at some serious charges here. That is something we can't disagree on. If this comes out and this shows proof positive that he did those things, he's looking at some serious time. Okay? Some very, very serious time. Now, let me get some of these super chats. Amara, Gabriella, thank you so much for the 2 Canadian. Check your Twitter. I translated for you. Okay, I will check that in now. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see what you said here in this tweet. Okay. And we're going to see it all together. I got some super chats that I'm going to be looking at. So please, by all means, hit that like button down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We talk about everything on this channel. We talk about breaking news, this kind of breaking news and all that. But let's see what this says here. Here's another news station explaining what happened. DIICOT decided to go arrest Tate bros. Now, while both bros were in Romania at the time, as they were due to leave the country again. See, I think they were trying to strike while the iron was very, very hot as well. Okay, and of course, they claim to have received new info. So DIICOT, the task force, I guess, claims to have some new info. I'm going to have to look at that and see what the dealio is. Oh, that's a full 25-minute show. I'm going to have to look at that, but that's not, I mean, of course, it would be great if that was actually fully translated, but apparently there's some new information here. And I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what the story is about that. Let me get some other super chats here really, really quick. All right. And I know that there's a lot of people out here that are going to, of course, that are, have their opinions, have their beliefs about all this. Think that, free Tate is, hashtag free Tate or free the Tates is going on in the Twitters and even in this chat as well. Scarlett, thank you so much for the 5. Hey, Pascal, did you see the Twitter response that Andrew Tate sent to Greta and her response on December 27th? Yes, we just covered that a little bit ago. So be sure, I know you might have showed up late to the party. Go back and check that out. All right. Let me see some. Oh, let's go. Hold on. Let's continue. This is some wild stuff, y'all. This is some wild stuff. Some very interesting information here. Let's see here. Hold on. I thought there was another super chat here. Hold on. And I appreciate all the chats, the comments, all that. And Ray Allen, I will be looking into that. Thank you so much for that comment. Hold on. Oh, man. So many comments. Hold on. Sorry, guys. So many comments, but I do appreciate it. Here we go. I can prep too. Thank you so much for the 5 Canadian. Don't agree with the last caller, but I respect Pascal for allowing all voices to speak and keeping it respectful. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It can be hard out here, y'all, because some people come in with just fire and brimstone like Don't blame the messenger. You feel me? Josu Facio. Thank you so much for the 2. Free the top G. He ain't do nothing. There it is. Again, there's going to be a lot of people that feel that type of way. Feeling that type of way. All right, Leela, thank you so much for the 20. I tried to call you, but couldn't get through. I hope you remembered a few months ago I said to you, you should have a platform for young men to talk because you got it. Well, today my point was solidified. Well, thank you. And yes, of course, that would be amazing to be able to do something like that. Just like that, the last caller we just had was basically saying, like, you know, maybe you can be somebody who talks on behalf of those things too. I'm just not Tate. I'm just not. I don't agree with a good portion of what he has said on platforms. I'm just going to keep it real. But I do have my thoughts. And I do think that we should be able to, men to be men, women to be women. And, you know, I feel like the freedom of expression, freedom of who you want to be, I think that's important as well. How Hollywood is, I don't know. That, to me, that doesn't change what I do with my life. And it shouldn't change what you do with yours. You know, if it happens to be a Marvel movie with a whole bunch of female heroes, it's not going to change the way I think about me as a person. I feel like you should think as yourself and be your own individual, period. That's what I think. And I feel like we shouldn't be doing this thing of like, oh, well, okay, because they say this was supposed to be done, then that's how that's how all men should be. No, be yourself. Be yourself. That's it. That's what I think. And I do think that when it comes to Andrew Tate, and this is unpopular opinion, and I said it in the conversation in one of those phone calls, but I do also think that there's some people there are people out here that think that they have to follow within the stereotype of what a man is supposed to be. A man is so many different things than just a dude with big muscles and tall and strong and all that crap. There's so much to a man. There is so much to a man, and that's the problem. We take these broad strokes, we look at the stereotypes of what constructs a man, and we say, oh, we got to do these things, therefore you are a man. I don't agree with that. I don't. And that could be popular, like unpopular opinion, but that's just how I think of things. Okay? There's so many things that make you who you are. Being a man or woman is just part of it. And if you need to get your point across, it doesn't mean, oh, I got to be screaming at people and talking down at people with all these facts and stuff that I just have in the back of my head, degrading people, saying stuff, throwing out saying things about putting violence towards women if they cheat on me, stuff like that. That to me is not good. That does not show the measure of a man. There is so much more to what makes a man, just like there's so much more that makes a woman. And that's what's so frustrating about it. I feel that we live in this world. I'm going to say it now. I don't give a damn now because y'all got me fired up. I am so sick and tired of we see, okay, let's talk about what one of the callers said. We see Hollywood commercials, TV shows, all this stuff of women being women and strong and doing their thing, blah, blah, blah. Yes, true. But you're telling, and that's fine, but they show how three-dimensional a woman can be, how three-dimensional a woman is. What about men? Look at what we look at as men, what we look up to, the icons of this world, of this manosphere or of this red pill thing. It's all about physical possessions, material possessions, and that's it. Oh, it's the girl that we got on our arm. It's the car that we're flying in or driving in. It's the private jet. It's the this, that, and the third. That's what makes us a man. It's the cigars and the fine scotch that's in our goblet in these photos. When there's so much more to us as men that make us men. And yet we fully focus on those things. Those are all material BS. But no one sees that. People do not want to see past the forest. They don't want to see the forest through the trees. They want to see face value right there, Instagram worthy photos that just look cool. Don't get me wrong, of me putting a photo of me standing next to a Bugatti and putting gas in that Bugatti and saying that's mine. Oh yeah, that'll be dope too. But does that make me who I am? No. I think we're looking at things wrong, y'all. Everything's chopped up and screwed and it's wrong. Yeah, I said portal theory. I said goblet. Yes, I did. Okay? But that's what it is. Instantly, that's what we think. Oh, measure a man is the possessions in which he has. What about him as a human being? What about somebody who's not quick to temper? What about a man who knows how to direct his opinions in a diplomatic and respectful way? What about a man who knows how to control his emotions? Not just getting all gritty and grunty and punching a hole in the wall or putting his hands on his loved one, because that's what a man is supposed to do. That's not the measure of a man. But then again, I say these things, people lose their minds. The Tate followers will sit there and call me all kinds of things. I really don't care, because I know exactly who I am. And I'm proud of who I am. And every single last one of you men out here that are watching this should be proud of who you are and know that you are a work in progress. We are all works in progress. We're not perfect. Not all of us have Bugattis, but that doesn't make us a good person. It just doesn't. Just because you got a private jet or a Lambo or one of the baddest girls from IG on your arm does not make you a good man. And I think people forget about that. Same thing with women. I'll say the same thing about women. Doesn't matter how many likes you got or you got all the curves in the world. Doesn't matter how many dudes are hitting you up through your IG. Does not make you a good woman. Period. Sorry. Just doesn't. I'll just say it. So, Fuza, thank you so much for your member comment. Okay. You've been a member for the past month. I do appreciate that. Thank you. I can't imagine there's any acceptable way to tell POC, I guess people of color, that they need to be cared for because they can't care for themselves. I guess people of color, if that's what you mean, POC, why acceptable for women? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Interesting. I can't imagine there's any acceptable way to tell POC they need to be cared for because they can't take care of themselves. Why acceptable for women? That's a very good question. That is a very, very, very good question. Interesting. That's an interesting question. Let me take that back. Hold on. Let me find that comment again. Now, maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying in that comment. Maybe I am. I'm going to POC. I wish Fuza could reiterate that before I answer that, because it is confusing there. I don't know what that means. Joe Ramirez, thank you so much for the 20. What's weird is that his last video was saying he doesn't blame Greta, rather her handlers and the government who have everyone convinced that by paying more tax they can prevent the sun from getting hot. Mentions taxes and X. Yeah, it's like that whole thing made no sense. I'm be real. That whole thing made no sense whatsoever. None whatsoever. And and apparently this is the video that got him caught. Apparently that is the video that got him caught. I got another super chat in here. Oh, there's another one coming up here too. Joe Ramirez, thank you so much for the 5. The charges online are still from the April event. He explained multiple times where an ex BF, okay, was jealous his ex or his GF, his girlfriend, was at Tate's house. Look it up. Okay. Interesting. That is very, very interesting, y'all. If that's the case, that is very, very interesting. Hold on. I got a couple things. Kristen Bird, thank you so much for the 10. I would take my husband any day over a man with all kinds of money. He truly is the best man I have ever met. 15 years strong. Congratulations, Kristen. You know, congratulations. Real talk. Okay. Miss Ace, thank you so much for gifting someone a membership. Zozo Bob, what's up, man? Welcome to the membership. I appreciate you gifting. I appreciate you gifting. Seriously, I really do appreciate it. All right. So, and somebody's saying, I'm seeing in the chat, hold on. Joe Spitton is saying that Andrew Tate has been let free. I don't know if that's entirely true. Let me take a look. Let me take a look real quick. It looks like still, I don't see anything about him being set free yet. But I'm sure he'll be set free within the next 24 to 48 hours, depending on what the situation is. This could be one big nothing burger, or it could be a real deal Holyfield situation. And we're just going to have to sit back and wait and see what happens here. You know what I mean? Agrovixen said we need a raise. Shoot. I definitely understand you. I understand your pain. I do understand your pain. All right. But yeah, this is Hickson just said, why did he got arrested? You're late to the party. Go and check it out. Roll back to the very beginning of the show. It'll explain everything there. But man, it was a wild show. This was a wild show for sure. I know that there's a lot of people that feel some type of way. Okay. I don't think he's going to be in harm's way. I really don't think. I know some people called in saying, I hope nothing happens to him and behind, when he's locked up and all that. I think he's going to be fine. Okay. For those of y'all who are concerned of his safety, I think he's going to be fine. But for a fact, you're going to find out more information here about him being let go or whatever. Right. But I don't think it's going to be what's going on. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Somebody just said YouTube it. Let me see. Maybe he has been released. Still nothing so far. Just a lot of people reacting to him being arrested. Yeah. Just everybody reacting to him being arrested. Yeah, a lot of people are shocked. I mean, shoot. Yeah, I'm shocked too. Shoot. Okay. I may not be a huge fan of Tate, but I'm still shocked just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So this is crazy. Okay. Apparently there is footage out. I don't have it yet, but there's literally some footage of of the raid. Apparently, okay. Yes, he's not released. He's going to be in there for at least 24 hours. Exactly. So I'm thinking in the next 24 to 48 hours he'll be released. I'm sure he'll come out with some sort of statement saying what's going on and all that. But we now know that he has been arrested due to he's being arrested for HT, guys. All right. He's been arrested for HT. It's pretty crazy. And Hoblone, I have not seen the interview yet with Tyson. I will take a look at that when I get a second, okay? It's insane. But anyway, guys, whoo, what a wild, wild show. All right. But I appreciate everybody for being here, being a part of the conversation and all that. Like I said, this is breaking news, okay? Or as of the past 2 hours ago was breaking. Andrew Tate has been arrested in Romania for allegedly holding 2 women against their will. Allegedly. As more information comes out, we will talk about it. But I know the world, a lot of male commentators are reacting to this news and all that. And I'll say just keep the comments going on down below. Let me know your thoughts on this, because this is very, very interesting news indeed. Okay? It is, you got to be careful on what you build, because you just never know how it looks when you allegedly get caught a charge like this. It's insane. Anyway, it's nutty information for sure. Nutty information for sure. All right. But before I get going, if you're interested in winning $100, be sure to go click on that link that's posted in the chat and in the description box down below. Download Swagit app. Follow me on the Pascal Show, one word, over there on that app. Go like some of my videos, comment on some of my videos, and you are entered in instantly for a chance to win 100 smackers. So go over there, download Swagit app. That'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. Anyway, guys, it is time to get going. And for a fact, if there's any new information around this, we will be talking about it. This is just wild. I didn't expect it. This is very breaking and very last minute. But hey, we're gonna be talking about this as time continues on, when he gets out, and if he does some sort of video response about this after he gets out. Okay? We'll find out some more truth, hopefully, about what happened here. So anyway, be sure to hit that like button down below. Do not forget to do that. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right? But it is time to get going. I appreciate all y'all. Be wonderful out there. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.